What's going on, kids? Tonight on Whiskey Review Time, we'll be reviewing the, drum roll please, Blantons. I've had a couple people ask for this, so I'm going to go ahead and do a review. However, like I said, I don't carry the current Blanton's product in my house. I have a 2012, and then I have a 2013 single barrel. We'll talk about both. Yes, they're both technically single barrel, but this one was a single barrel pick between cork and bottle and Old Kentucky Bourbon Bar. Pretty freaking cool. Check out that sticker. And look at that date. Bam! 2013, baby. Let's show out this other date right here. This is 2011. I bought it in 2012 from my father. It's come from my father's whiskey collection. Sadly, he's not with us any longer, but the bourbon lives through him and lives on. And I always drink in his honor. This is one of the first bottles I actually bought my father. The second bottle was a bottle of Booker's. So, let's talk a little bit about Blanton's. Blanton's came out in 1984, guided by Elmer T. Lee, and was, marketed as the first single barrel bourbon of its kind ever. So, Blanton's, is known for the horse races, Kentucky Derby, all of that. That's why they got the horses on there. It's a Buffalo Trace product, and it comes in at, 93 proof? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 93 proof, there it is. Anyways, so we're going to do a side-by-side review of regular Blanton's. Again, I don't carry regular Blanton's. Like, if I see Blanton's on the shelf, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll buy it, and I'll trade it, or I'll give it as a gift, or I'll trade it for another bottle of bourbon that I want. So for whatever reason, there seems to be a lot of hype behind Blanton's. Don't get it. There's a lot of good products on the shelf. This is 93 proof, and this is a single barrel bourbon. For that, there are plenty of things. You got Knob Creek, 100 proof. Great product. I love Knob. I'm a huge Knob Creek fan. I especially like their 120 proof single barrel picks. You have Four Roses Small Batch Select. You have Four Roses Single Barrel. You have Four Roses Small Batch, which is even 90 proof. Love that. Not overly hyped. I don't understand where the hype comes for the Blantons. I call it Blankertons, quote unquote, air quotes, for the kids. I don't get it. I think it's a great bourbon, but it's so goddamn overhyped. I'm almost freaking sick of it. So I don't even carry regular Blantons in my house. If I get a bottle of Blantons, I trade it for something else I want because it's value. I can get a Stag Junior, multiple Eagle Rare, single barrel picks, whatever. Something I'm actually going to drink. I mean, there's so much hype behind a regular bottle of Blantons. This isn't regular. This is 2011. So taste profile is a little different, in my professional opinion. But let's get down to business, guys. What do? We crack the bottles and we drink our shit, right? So this one is, we don't got too much left, so I'm kind of babying this bottle. It's a bottle I bought my dad, and it's a special bottle, so I don't drink this very often. I miss the guy. Hell, like, my dad's the one that got me into bourbon. Fun fact, let's pause real quick. 2011, I come home on leave from the military. I'm in the Navy, come home on leave. Dad invites me over. He comes over and he goes, "Hey, check this out." And I'm like, "What? Like, what is it?" Like, a whole island in the middle of his house filled with whiskey bottles. I didn't know what whiskey and bourbon was. I just thought there was Jack Daniels, and that was like, whatever. That's what everything was, right? I didn't know shit. Shit from shit, really. So I look, and I'm like, "Dad, what is this? Did you become an alcoholic?" Fun fact, like, Dad never really drank in front of us as kids. He might have a Lynchburg lemonade. He might have a Jack and Coke. Never really drank in front of us. So, it was fun, kind of funny to see, like, when I come home, my dad has all these liquor bottles out. I'm like, "Did you become an alcoholic overnight? Like, what the hell happened?" So we get talking. He tells me this is bourbon. It's not whiskey. It's not Jack Daniels, son. So he invites me down to the bourbon trail. We take 2 nights. Best 2 nights of my life. Hooked me on bourbon back in 2011. Loved it ever since. Can't get enough of it. And I have my dad to thank for it. So I do kind of baby this bottle. I did buy it for my dad, and it's now in my collection. So anyways, here we are. Let's go ahead and pour a little bit. We'll give it a fair review. I do believe, in my personal opinion, in my professional opinion, that current Blantons does not taste half as good as older Blantons. And I say that because I do kind of know that Blanton's is a little watery these days to me, and it just doesn't hold the flavor that I look for and I like. It's too, even at 93 proof, the proof has never changed for standard Blantons. I still feel that the quality has gone down in my professional opinion. But anyways, that's me. So let's go ahead and review these. I've never done these side by side. So it's kind of exciting, kind of fun. Reminiscent of my pops. I got this from a buddy. I'm really glad to have this. This is, again, the Cork and Bottle OKBB collaboration from 2013. Pretty sweet. Let's get to it. Rich caramel. Notes of strawberry and light fruit. Oh, there it is, right there. There's that strawberry. I always get strawberry on E.H. Taylor and Blanton's. Oh, like it's just a note that comes out to me. It's a standout note, like all the time, generally speaking. Man, that strawberry really comes through. It's mingling. It's almost like a strawberry shake in a way. I love the nose on Blanton's, at least these Blantons. Again, I don't know what current Blanton's 2020 tastes like because I don't open them. Now, that may seem snobbish. If you like Blanton's and that's your bottle seek it out. I'm not trying to be a prick here. However, there's so much hype. I live in Cincinnati. I'm in Northern Kentucky. Party Source, Party Town, all these other liquor depths. Liquor City, all these liquor, dude, people go crazy over Blanton's. This hype is just coconuts. It's craziness. It makes it to the point where it's like not worth drinking because I could just trade it for something that I could easily want. It's like you might as well have gold in your hand. You just trade this for whatever the hell you want because people go nuts over a bottle of Blanton's. I don't understand why the hype isn't for other bottles. Like E.H. Taylor is a killer product. Same mash bill and everything, just in a different warehouse. Elmer is hyped. Rock Hill Farms is a great product, not worth $250 on the secondary market at all. Anyways, back to the review. ADHD, you gotta forgive me a little. So, let's nose this other guy. Oh yeah. You get a little spice in this, like a little nutmeg, a little cinnamon. Almost an eggnog. I know that sounds super weird, and I don't know, that's what I'm getting. I had eggnog last night at my parents' house, so I don't know what. It's just like the first thing that came to my head is like, oh, eggnog. Nutmeg, a little bit of cinnamon, creaminess. This one isn't as strawberry forward as this one is. And now the strawberry comes in. It's like the third nose and like the strawberry's just hitting. This one's really rich though. The nose is extremely rich on this. So, let's do the first sip. Cheers to my pops. Love you. You always beat my heart. Love you. First thing I notice, it's velvety and it's creamy. It's caramely. Got a little corn in there. A little bit of tobacco. It's not like mind-blowing or anything. Again, like it's a great whiskey. If people didn't hype the shit out of it and it was sat on the shelves, yeah, it'd be a great one to pick up all the time. Like, oh, and every day, whatever. Some people would think like, oh god, Blanton's is my like high end, like, and that's cool. Because probably bourbon's really hard to get for you guys. I just like blow money like there's no tomorrow because I'm an idiot. But yeah, so I think this is really good for what it is, and you know, it's a good standard product in my opinion. And I know this is a flagship product of Buffalo Trace. I just wish it wasn't so hyped because smell that. All right, cheers. Right away, notice the mouthfeel is like 10 times better on this one. I know at 93 proof, there really shouldn't be any bite. There's a little baby bite in there. Nothing that was noticeable, but I'm comparing the two, gotta be honest, and that's what I give to you. This is a richer profile. This has deeper notes of caramel, a lot more deep, like Madagascar vanilla. Let's do this one again. This is easily a great whiskey to drink over ice, add some water, by itself. I drink it neat, but I can see why people drink it over ice. You know, I get it. Profiles, just nice caramel, vanilla, a little bit of oak in there, not much. Because this is about an 8-year product back then. This would have been about an 8-year product. What is Blanton's now? Like, is it still an 8-year product? I don't know. You tell me. Comment below. You tell me how old this stuff is aged these days. I don't know. Maybe you kids, these new kids on the block, know what's going on and know what the age is. Let's go back to this guy. Just caramel, vanilla, some oak. It's just a standard bourbon in my opinion. Like, I'm not gonna rate these super high. These aren't mind-blowing experiences. And again, I'm not trying to curb the people from hyping the shit because it's gonna go through the goddamn roof in the next year, I'm sure. Man, I see it's crazy. I saw a store selling a bottle of Blantons for $200. I know someone that told me they just bought a bottle of Blantons for like $250. I'm like, whoa, a regular bottle of Blantons? Who you think? You're not coming to me. Hell, I'll get it for you cheaper. Jeez, it's just the craziest thing. I don't understand the bubble that we're in now with the bourbon, but the hype is real on the Blantons. I don't believe at $60. Yeah, it's a great whiskey on the shelf. If it's on the shelf. Do you seek it out and bend over backwards and get bent over by these liquor store owners? Absolutely not. Not worth $120. Not worth. I wouldn't pay anything under $100 unless it was for a single barrel pick with the sticker on it right there. If it's a regular standard product, like I don't pay for it. Like I don't have a regular Weller 107 red label. I don't have a regular Weller 107 red label open. Only things I have are single barrels. Same thing with green label. I only have single barrels open to green label. If I don't have a single barrel open, I don't have them open. Because it's like gifts and trade bait, and to me it's just not worth, the hype is way too high for it, so hell, I'll trade it for whatever I want. You might as well have gold in your hand. It's kind of silly in my opinion. This one's hitting back now. That one's really hitting back now. Wow. This one is starting to seem like the loser, and this one's starting to seem like the winner. I'm going to do them real quick back to back. Clear winner. 2011, 2013, and this is an official single barrel pick. Not to knock the Depths has great single barrel picks. So does Old Kentucky Bourbon Bar. Not knocking you guys. I know you guys have really good picks. When I put these two side by side, this is a 2011. My guess is this might be aged a little longer. I don't know. I'm just guessing why. You know, it's a single barrel. Maybe that's why it tastes better. But if I had to guess, back in 2011, Blanton's wasn't super hyped. It was like a bourbon that sat on the shelves along with everything else, right? 2012 and 2013 hit, the bubble started to build, the bourbon hype started to build, everyone started going crazy about Pappy's and all that other stuff. But Blanton still sat on the shelf. Like, let's not get silly here. So, with that being said, I definitely think this guy's the winner, for sure. Both great noses. This one is definitely underperforming on the palate, for sure. It just seems watered down. It just, even for 2013 pick, by itself, if I'm not putting this against other things, it's a great bourbon. But the moment I put this next to something else, it just falls short. This one is really good. It's definitely richer and a little bit more full body, if you will. Definitely got a little bit of those like fruit notes, rich tobacco, rich caramel, rich vanilla. And I mean, this one like sitting in the glass at the same time, pretty much. Richer. It's even got a richer nose at this point. Oh wow, this is crazy. I mean, this one's really, and the craziest thing is this has been open since 2012. This one right here, and this one's been open for like, I don't know, 2.5 years. So it's very interesting to see how they've both held up. I mean, come on, been open since 2012, and it's like 2.5 years ago. Let's just call it 2017. Let's just call it 2017, okay? Like, and I'm pretty sure it was open in like 18. This one doesn't even hold a candle anymore to this one. Like, the longer they stay open, I'm really enjoying this one. Anyways, let's go ahead and score Blantons. How are we scoring Blantons? I'm going to give it an honest and a fair score. Like, I can show you something that's in the same proof range. This is a 1792 pick, single barrel. It's 92.7 proof. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm corrected. It's 93.7 proof. So it's 0.7 proof points higher. It's not like, not even 1 proof point higher. Okay? My point is, you can try these side by side and see the major difference. This is fresh cracked, like a month ago, whatever. My point is, like, some of these other bourbons that are out there on the shelves, like, you got some great whiskeys on the shelf. Four Roses Small Batch Select. It's 104 proof, non-chill filtered, 6 to 7 years old. Phenomenal whiskey for what it is. It's a blend of several of the mash bills. It's absolutely awesome. You got Knob Creek 120 proof. Yeah, okay, let's keep in the proof range, okay? Knob Creek 100 proof. Awesome product, in my professional opinion. Let's name a couple others. Wild Turkey 101. Just a regular Wild Turkey 101. Great product. I definitely think this is hyped, and it's going to play a big part in my score. You know, I'm being honest with you guys. I'm not hyping shit. I could care less what people think. Like, you know what? Comment. If you think I'm full of shit, tell me. You let me know, because I'm telling you, this is a 2011 Blanton's, and I think it's pretty good. This 6.2. This 5.9. That's my score. 6.2, 5.9. Blanton's does not do it for me. I could pull out an E.H. Taylor. I don't know, it's been open for 6 months. Awesome stuff. It'll smoke these. I'd probably give it a 7. 7-1. We don't give rookie scores. Rookie scores are round numbers. We don't do that here. Nah, I wouldn't give E.H. Taylor. You know what? I take that back. Rewind. Wouldn't give E.H. Taylor a 7 or 7-1. I think it's easily a 6.5. That's a fair score for E.H. Taylor. E.H. Taylor is not as sought after as this, and I don't get it. Like, and then you got Elmer T. Lee, and you got Rock Hill Farm, and they all come from the same mash bill. They're just in different warehouses. Some are steel, some are brick, some are wood, whatever. I don't get the hype. I don't. It doesn't do it for me. I can show you several bottles. Let's take, for instance, this. This is a Maker's Mark from 1985. This will blow away the competition. 90 proof. My point is, I'm putting proof against proof. Okay? This is 93. This is 90. And it frickin' smokes them all day long. My point is, and this is old Makers. I wouldn't say that would be current Makers. However, I'm trying to make a point here. The hype is not real with this shit, guys. Stop going crazy. I call it Blankertons. It's a joke. Like, it's a good whiskey, but everyone hypes it up. And like now, no one can get it, and it just makes it, it's not even fun anymore. Like, oh, Blank. Like 2 years ago, it sat on the shelf. Like 3 years ago, it sat on the shelf. No one cared. And then all of a sudden, hype. Next thing you know, freaking Buffalo Trace. Hell, I'm sure this is hard to get in some places. Believe it or not, it's not even on the shelf half the damn time. It's crazy. Like, the bourbon bubble we're in and what we're living in. It's just nuts. Anyways, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the review. See you next time on the Whiskey Review Time.